Hi, I'd like to introduce myself using the box I have here. Now, on the top of the box, I have two pictures of the same thing. It's actually the summary of Project Cosmos. Project Cosmos is a creative writing project that I have been working on since I was in grade 11. And it has all of my original ideas about some theories in science or some scientific laws. It's very interesting and I wrote it in a creative way. And then I have here a picture of an art gallery. I got this picture from the internet. Now I'm so sick of hearing the stories of people who used to encounter a national art in person. Like I've read a lot of books and usually the characters were kind of obsessed with a specific kind of art and I don't understand why. And then I thought to myself, well maybe I haven't seen a national art in person. So yeah, I would love to go to an art gallery just to understand the obsession of these people. And I also have this cousin who's not an art lover, but she became an art lover after she went to like a museum of arts. And yeah, so my hopes and dreams in life would be to get my book published, Project Cosmos, my tribute for the giants of physics, and then to be able to go to an art gallery. And then, exciting, I have here three books which are actually things that I haven't read because it's written in the Japanese character and I don't understand the Japanese character. It's called, they're called Chara comics. And I'm a huge fan of Murakami. And I'm willing to learn the Japanese language and characters in order to read amazing literature like this one. Like, you know, if you really want to understand a literature in its purest form, then why not we study their native language? Because when it's been translated, then of course it would be a little bit different from its original form. And then I have here a picture, an interesting picture. This might not be interesting to you, but this is very interesting to me. It's a picture of, it's a caricature actually, a creative caricature for Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein is the most iconic scientist in the world, and he's my inspiration for every scientific project and scientific pursuits I have. He is my inspiration for writing Project Cosmos, and I consider him my lifetime hero. And then I have here another typical picture. It might look like boring, but it's actually a picture of a bunch of scientists, not just scientists, like the greatest scientists in the history of science. We have Albert Einstein here in the middle. We have Erwin Schrödinger somewhere in here. And we have Werner Heisenberg. We have Louis de Broglie. We have Marie Curie. We have Max Planck from quantum physics. Iconic scientists in one picture. Can you see that? It's in one picture. Amazing. And then I have here my quote about Philippine history. And it's actually my quote about the assassination of Ninoy Aquino. I think that Philippine history is very interesting and it deserves attention. I'm from the Philippines and I'm a very nationalistic person. I'm nationalistic in the way that I'm aware of what happened before. This is an evidence of that. And then I have here a picture of my account in Google+. If you didn't know, Google has to shut down Google+ like 2 years ago. And I was very frustrated. Like, it has a lot of legit communities, like communities of people who share the same interests. There are communities for politics, history, science, and whenever I post something about science or things that I've read, there would be a lot of likes and then comments. I don't get that in other social media platforms except Google+. There's a lot of established knowledge in there that has vanished because Google has to shut down Google+. And because of that, I have to find another platform where I could specifically do specific things. Well, a lot of specifics in there. And so I picked Tumblr. My account in there is called Books in a Nutshell. And I have here a sample post, and it's actually a picture of my favorite scientific books and a small caption. I don't get that much attention in Tumblr as much as I do in Google Plus, so it's still not the same thing. I wish it could come back, but it's not coming. It's very sad. And then I have here a picture of the front page of the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. Dan Brown is hands down one of my favorite authors of all time. He's not only a good writer, he's also a good advisor, like for beginners in writing. Like his advice in writing is like the most effective advice I've ever heard in my entire life. He says, look, if you think your idea is not enough or creative enough, or you think your idea is kind of wrong, just write it down and let it be the process at which you can improve your writing. I have been using that advice, and because of that, from Dan Brown, I was able to finish the part 1 of my book, Project Cosmos. It's amazing. Should apply it if you're trying to write something. If you got the wrong idea, just write it down and try to improve it someday. And then I have here my quote about the human psyche. When I'm sad and depressed, I get creative. That's the good thing about depression. Some people could just get creative. Sometimes I could create a poem when I'm very sad. Hence, the picture in here of my it's a beautiful quote about spiraling loops. I'm very sorry for the interruption of those sounds. It's weird. Now I have, what else do I have here? Yeah, I have here 3 pictures of certificates of recognition in swimming. I have here an outstanding improvement in swimming. I have here best in breaststroke award, and I have an all-star award in swimming. I haven't posted this online, so you might not know about this. Yeah, I'm good at swimming. It might not be like obvious to me to kind of like a certain kind of sport, but I'm good in swimming. And what else we got here? Yeah, I have here pictures that represents my greatest fear in life. I have here, of course, getting old and being alone. And then I have a picture of a brain. And there will always be a time when our memory, when we're old, like our memory would deteriorate. I'd rather die than have my brain, lose its proper functioning, if you know what I mean. And then I have here psychology. I've been diagnosed before of depression, and it's my fear to get admitted to a checkup to a psychologist. And then I also have here a picture of a doctor. Cancer is in our family. Like my sister, she's dead. She's been diagnosed of lymphoblastic cancer. What do you call that? Lymphoma. And then she died at age of 30. If I would rank my fears in life, my number 1 fear would be cancer. And then I have here the Luminaire. It's a school campus newspaper, and it's called the Luminaire. And what's interesting about this newspaper is that it has like a whole page about me. It's been published when I was in grade 11, and my picture in here in the column is very weird. I don't know who took this picture, but it's a whole page in here about me. It talks about my great interest in science, my admiration of Albert Einstein, my dreams in life, and my scientific activities, specifically in Google+, but a whole page in here. I will keep this forever. And then I have here pictures of the things that I'm not good at. I'm not really interested in volleyball or basketball, or I don't know how to ride a bicycle. All of my friends knew how to ride a bicycle. I don't know how to ride a bicycle. And I'm not good with these things because I'm not interested in them. My body could not take this kind of sports. Like my arms are kind of, I don't know. Now, this pictures are actually made, but this one is, his name is Grutter, and this one I don't have any names for it yet. And then they're my favorite thing in this world. They make my life more interesting and happier. Like I'm kind of boring if you can notice that in my voice and my face. I'm very boring. I would doubt this would get a lot of views, but yeah, myself in a box. This box is colorful, but I'm not. The box should reflect my personality, but you know, I only have this kind of material, so yeah. Thank you for watching. This might be boring, but I hope I will get some contents on my channel. Thank you for watching if you watch this movie. Thank you.